Sir Richard, congratulations on this effort. Tell us a little bit about it. 648 satellites, and they're all going to be in space?
They will be. And that's the first constellation. We also have plans for a second constellation. Always like to think ahead, which will take it up to 2,400 satellites, which is really quite an incredible grouping of satellites around the world. And that will enable us to make sure that those people, in fact, that there's 3 billion people who don't have internet access or Wi-Fi access or telephony, will be able to get it, and we'll be able to give it to them, I think, at a much better price than they could have got if they had actually got access.
How do you get the satellites actually up there?
Well, we have Virgin Galactic. Virgin Galactic has a mothership. The mothership will carry Launcher 1, which is a rocket that we've developed, and the satellites will be in Launcher 1, and they will go to low Earth orbit satellite, where they will stay for about 5 or 6 years, and then they will fall out. And as they fall out, the great thing about having Virgin Galactic is within 2 hours of a satellite coming out, we can pop out again and send replacement satellites. And so we can keep the array for as long as we want up there, and very quickly, very effectively, and at a very good price.
What part of the world will initially benefit from this, and how many satellites does it take to, say, bring internet to Africa?
Africa will benefit, as will America. There is a lot of places, for instance, in America that don't have internet access. The advantage of creating a global web is that we will be able to touch most parts of the world, and there are obviously some continents that need it much more than others.
Initially, will it be targeted on one continent, or will it be an attempt to do it globally?
We will be doing it globally, and then we'll be having discussions with with the individual countries and deciding which countries are going to welcome us the most, and which will need us the most, and then we'll decide where to put our efforts. But obviously, I think all of us who are involved in this, we have charities, and I think if we can help some of the most impoverished countries, so much the better, and that's something we would like to prioritise if at all possible.
You mentioned which countries will welcome you the most. I mean, do you anticipate regulatory hurdles in a lot of places as you try and get this off the ground?
I don't think so, because there's a body that decides who gets the slots in space, and Greg Weiler, our chief executive, has managed to pick up the slots over the last 3 or 4 years, and we will be using that network that he's accumulated. But you still have to get permission to download into countries, but countries will welcome this, because it costs an enormous amount to put cable down, and the quality that we're going to be able to offer is very similar to the quality that you'd get if you did put cable down, and countries are just not willing to put it into remote farms or mountainsides or difficult places to get.
Are there issues dealing with encryption? I mean, and the security of the communications to the satellite from the ground?
I very much hope not. I mean, we've got a wonderful technical team that have been working on it, and they assure us that all those sorts of things have been sorted. But please don't ask me about the technology. But anyway, I'm confident that they've got all those kinds of details right. And having Qualcomm as a partner, they definitely know that area backwards, and they're very happy that the team have got it right.
Of course, when you get 2,500 satellites up there, how do you keep them from running into each other? Not being too serious. There's a lot of space.
Okay, I think yeah, space is big, so I think we're okay on that front.
What is the business opportunity overall, Richard? I mean, what do you think this could potentially be?
It's enormous. I mean, if we've got our figures right, you know, we're talking about being able to offer, you know, affordable internet and telephony, you know, at very competitive prices. But the returns are very large. But then the investment's very large. I mean, we're talking about, you know, just the initial ray of 648 satellites will set the investors back up to about $2 billion. So it's a big investment, but very big returns.
Indeed. Well, before I let you go, I do have to say congratulations. I do understand you're a new grandfather to none other than twins. I've got good experience with twins myself.